in the middle of an information war. I believe there should be more content vis-a-vis China that Bollywood should churn out, if at all it is part of that information war. I can think of the film that came out in 1964 called Hakikat, based on the 1962 war between India and China. Then, of course, Farhan Akhtar very recently has also come out with a film about the Battle of Rizangla, and now we see Salman Khan coming out with this film about the Galwan clash. Perhaps there should be more content of this nature.
Absolutely, there is no...
Professor Nalapat, I'll come back to you, Mr. Payne, but Professor Nalapat, yes. Professor Nalapat, if you can hear me?
Look, the fact of the matter is,
yes,
the Indian soldier is man to man, or should I say person to person. Our lady soldiers are as good than the Chinese soldier. It's 2020 is not 1962, where very, very bad leadership, and even at the military level, at the command level, and unfortunately at the political direction level, led to a disastrous situation. The situation now is very different. We are well armed, we are well equipped, and now we have a good system of roads, etc.
Okay.
The Chinese don't like that. They build extensively on their side of the line of actual control, and they object to our building even a small bicycle path on our side of the line of control. But the reason is they cannot fight except a one-sided battle. They cannot fight the Indian soldier.
Yes.
They cannot, and they know it. The Indian soldier has been tested in combat, and
100%.
let me say today's Chinese soldier has not been tested in combat since 1979.
Absolutely.
That was the Vietnam War.
Absolutely. Mr. Payne, I'll come back to you now. You were talking about the Dhurandhar effect, and I also, of course, made a question. I asked you a question about the information war, and more power to Bollywood and the Hindi film industry if it's going to come out with movies like this.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Many more such movies on issues, concerning national security and the valor of our soldiers, both the ones in uniform and those who work without the uniform, that should come out. I think Bollywood have had enough of, one lad and one lady running around the trees for love stories. We had seen those for decades. I think it's time that Bollywood comes out with some more mature stuff. We are seeing these movies coming up. And let me say one thing, when you actually project genuine real-time characters who died fighting for the country, India as a country never allows any kind of exaggeration.
Yes.
So this particular movie, I'm sure, will show what actually happened.
Okay.
Which means they will show the valor. If the Chinese are jittery, they are jittery not because anything, exaggeration will happen, but because the reality will be shown where, for the first time, if you see the salami slicing strategy or creeping acquisition strategy of China, they always go in a particular country, take a little bit of land and never turn back.
I agree with you, Mr. Payne, and also thank you, Professor Nalapat, for this. We're short of time, but I don't really mind even if our filmmakers take slight liberties with facts. After all, who are the Chinese to be lecturing us about propaganda and sensationalism? They're, after all, an authoritarian state who indulged in this far more than any other country has, perhaps. So many thanks, Mr. Payne, as well as Professor Nalapat, for your perspective on this. We'll slip into a short break. We'll come back with more on the other side.